State lawmakers who tried to avoid testifying before the special grand jury investigating former President Donald Trump at the 2020 election will have to testify. A Fulton County judge made that ruling this afternoon, and our Joe Hinkie was inside the courtroom. He's here with us now to walk us all through that judge's decision. Joe?
Well, Jennifer, this means Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan will go before the special grand jury to testify later this month, as will a former state senator who chaired the Senate hearing after the 2020 election, where Trump attorney Rudy Giuliani presented debunked election fraud claims. The judge, though, will be placing constraints, he said, on the types of questions lawmakers can be asked.
I'm not quashing any of these subpoenas, but I do want to provide a framework so that...
Early in the hearing, Fulton County Superior Court Judge Robert McBurney said state lawmakers will have to testify, but jurors and prosecutors will be limited in what they can ask.
Everyone agrees there is a legislative privilege, there's legislative immunity.
Lawmakers such as Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan and former State Senator William Ligon, who have both received subpoenas, cannot be asked, McBurney said, about conversations they had with other lawmakers and legislative staff, or asked about what is called legitimate legislative work. Up for debate during today's hearing, though, was a December 2020 Senate committee meeting held at the state capitol legitimate legislative work. It was the meeting Ligon chaired while the Senate was not in session and Trump attorneys presented election fraud claims with little or no evidence. The DA's office wants to be able to investigate that meeting and the planning that went into it.
The district attorney's office will not concede that the substance of that is legitimate.
Attorney Don Samuel, though, representing Ligon in court, disagreed, saying it was legitimate, and he used as evidence the controversial election law lawmakers adopted the next year.
SB 202, the next January, February, dealt with the very issues they were investigating.
McBurney did not say if he will consider that meeting or some other items legitimate and fair game for questions by the grand jury. He did say questions will be allowed about what third parties lawmakers talked with. For example, if a lawmaker talked with Giuliani, and questions might be allowed about the substance of those conversations. And in court today, Attorney Don Samuel said he was only objecting to the subpoenas sent to the Lieutenant Governor and former State Senator Ligon. But there are several other lawmakers, he said, that were closely watching today's hearing to see if they will also need to testify. The judge said he would not be throwing out any subpoenas sent to any lawmakers. In the coming days, he will issue his guidelines on the type of questions that will be allowed during these proceedings. Ron?
All right, thanks a lot, Joe, for the update there.